Can a buyer's agent in New York City ask a seller for more commission when negotiating an offer? This is a common question we hear from many of our Hauseit Assisted FSBO customers here in New York City. So in this video, we'll demystify the topic of buyer agent commissions in New York City and whether or not they're negotiable. I'm Nick at Hauseit. In case you're not already familiar with Hauseit, we are New York City's largest reduced commission platform for buyers and sellers. Check out our website, hauseit.com, to learn how to save up to 6% when selling and save up to 2% when buying here in New York City. You can also check out all of our listings on our website, hauseit.com. So let's get started. First, let's start with the basics. Real estate commissions, including the percentage commission offered to a buyer's agent, are negotiable and ultimately determined and set by a seller. Sellers customarily pay all real estate commissions in New York City, including the fee paid to the buyer's agent. Traditionally, sellers in New York City have offered 3% to a buyer's agent. In recent years, 2.5% has also become a fairly common buyer agent commission figure. While 2.5% and 3% are the most common percentages we see in New York City, a seller may be inclined to offer something more than 3%, such as 3.5% if they're highly motivated to sell, or something less than 2.5%, perhaps 2%, 1.5%, or in rare instances, just 1% to the buyer's agent if they have a really hot listing and they're willing to take the risk of having less demand from represented buyers. Once a seller decides what percentage commission to offer to buyer's agents, this information is listed in the broker database and visible by fellow buyer's agents. In New York City, Hauseit Assisted FSBO listings are included in the REBNY RLS broker database, as well as the OneKey MLS, which is a database shared by agents who are members of HGAR and the Long Island MLS. So any buyer's agent who is a member of the Real Estate Board of New York, the Long Island Board of Realtors, or the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors can easily look up the buyer agent commission for a listing online. So although the buyer agent commission amount is negotiable and set by sellers, it's decided upon in advance before going live with a listing. Now here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes an aggressive buyer's agent may submit an offer and within that offer include a buyer agent commission amount which is higher than the percentage commission listed in, say, the RLS or OneKey MLS for a listing. For example, let's say you're offering a 2.5% commission to buyer's agents. The buyer's broker may include a commission of, say, 3% in their offer terms. Now this is a tricky situation because you already decided what percentage commission to pay to a buyer's agent and it's listed in the database. And presumably the buyer's agent has already looked up your listing in the database. So they're most likely aware that you're offering less than 3%, which is probably why they included language asking for a 3% commission in the offer. So in essence, what's happening is that a buyer's agent has rejected your offer of commission and demanded something higher as part of the offer. Now this is somewhat murky and ethically questionable because it's unclear whether or not the buyer is actually aware that her or his buyer's agent is asking you for more commission. And if the buyer is not aware, it's, well, highly unethical for obvious reasons. But at the same time, the buyer's agent has influence over the buyer, and you probably want to negotiate and at least try to sell your home to anyone, including this buyer. So what do? Well, the first thing you should do as the seller is to respond to the offer in writing and remind the buyer's agent what percentage commission you are paying, and the fact that such commission is listed in the RLS broker database and/or the OneKey MLS. Some buyer's agents may simply play dumb and say they didn't realize and ultimately go along with the original percentage commission you offered without causing any further issues. Problem solved. However, from time to time, extremely aggressive agents may push back and demand that you pay them, say in this case, the full 3% commission they've requested. Now at this point, it's technically your decision as the seller as far as whether or not you'll agree to pay more commission than what you originally agreed to offer. If you have a hot listing, other offers, or perhaps an offer in the pipeline, you have leverage to push back and simply decline the request to pay a higher buyer agent commission percentage. If on the other hand you're desperate, perhaps you might go for it. We suggest keeping all discussions of the buyer agent commission amount in writing for obvious reasons. And if it seems like a negotiation is falling apart solely because the buyer agent is demanding a higher commission, you may want to ask them, in writing of course, to confirm that the buyer is fully aware of the fact that the buyer's agent is trying to negotiate a higher buyer agent commission amount as part of the offer terms. In short, it's very rare for a buyer's agent to try and negotiate a higher buyer agent commission for a listing which already has a commission amount listed in the RLS or the OneKey MLS. So you're quite unlucky if you happen to cross paths with a buyer's agent who tries to play games with the buyer agent commission. Just remember, as the seller, you are in the driver's seat and you don't ever have to agree to pay a higher buyer agent commission percentage than what you originally agreed to. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. We'd greatly appreciate it. I'm Nick at Hauseit, and we'll see you on the next video.